Oh, look at him. He's so cute. He's so cute. Man's best friend. Giant horned beast. Hello, everyone. Alchemist here, and welcome to Stranded Alien Dawn Tame and Train update. Thank you for joining me as we crash land on an alien planet. Start up a new game here, and let's look at all these settings we got. So we have our scenario, which is crash landing. That's the only one because this game is in early access right now. We have our region, and we're going to do Sorbus. That desert one does not sound fun to build in. I want to build in a lush green area. The moon. This kind of influences, like, the chaos element of the game, I would say. Like, all the weird little things that can go wrong and stuff like that. I don't want to go too hard because this chaos one sounds crazy. At the beginning, there was chaos. Everything appeared out of chaos and will return to chaos. I don't know a ton about this game yet, so we're not going to do that one. We're just going to go for Jason. The game difficulty, this basically just influences your starting resources. I say we just start with medium. Why make it too hard if we don't have to? And the seed. We'll do Alchemist Plays. Well, let's start it up. So this is a pretty cool part of this game. You have all these different survivors that you can choose to start with. So I'm going to kind of take a quick look through these, and then I'll come right back. Okay, so I got my lineup here. So basically how this game works is every survivor has their skills on the right side here and the traits in the middle. What we're going to roll with here is we're going to roll with Emmeline, who is a exotic cuisine chef, and she has the exquisite cook trait, which means she'll make her dishes taste even better, which I think will hopefully raise people's happiness even more, even if they just eat like some random little dish that's not that crazy. And then we have Jack, who is a discharged general. He's also a combat instructor, so he'll occasionally improve the combat skill of others, which is pretty cool. And Krista, she's a freaking genius. Literally, she's a genius. Her trait is genius. So basically, just by her researching stuff, she'll every once in a while get a random insight, which will just boost the progress of the research, which is pretty cool. And she has really high intellect. And Rocket, this is the one I was like kind of iffy about, but we did need like someone that can build things, like craft and build buildings very well. And he has interested trait for construction and crafting, which is pretty cool because crafting is a big part of this game, and construction of course too, but crafting especially. And with that interested trait, the more he does it, the more he'll level up, the better he'll get, which is pretty cool. The only downside to this is we do not really have a healer. Our highest healing stat is Jack, but he is also the highest combat stat, which means I'm going to use him in combat mainly. And it stinks because if survivors hurt, they can heal themselves, but it's better if somebody else heals them. So it's kind of meh, but we're going to have to just kind of roll with it and see what happens here. But let's get into it. Alright, here we are. Crash landed on an alien planet. As our spaceship crashes down around us, let's take a look at this world. It's a shame that this world is not a little vacation trip, because this world is freaking beautiful, man. What the heck? But no, we are here to survive. So what's the first things you gotta do in this game? We're gonna pause it really quick. And we just kind of want to take stock of our surroundings here. Make sure we got the bare necessities we're gonna need. From what I see so far, it looks decent. We got some kind of plants that look like food over there. Maybe some more berries or something over there. I think that's some kind of cloth right there. Some native animals, which are good. Look at that. Look at that boy. Ooh, he's gross looking. No, I don't want to look at you. And we got our spaceship debris. We got a bunch of trees. A bunch of rocks around. So I think this is a good world. Let's do it. So what is the first thing we want to do? Well, we want to observe some things, because if you kind of just click on something, you don't really know what things are, and you have to click this observe button, get a survivor to go over there and observe it, and they will start to learn about what that plant can be used for, if it can hurt you, if it can help you, all that kind of things. And basically, we just kind of want to just get these survivors working. So we have our spaceship debris here, and we can scavenge them for supplies, because there's some good things that can come out of those, I'm pretty sure. We also probably want to get some of these bushes, because yeah, these bushes give you sticks, and I think, is it this one? Yeah, this one gives you hay. So yeah, we'll go to cut some of these, and these ones we don't have to observe, which is cool, I guess. I'm not really sure why, but it's fine. So we get those, we get those. We'll probably want to observe these as well, because those look like some other kind of food. Right. And I did turn the music off. I really, really love the music in this game. If you guys play it yourself, you should definitely have the music on, because it's awesome. But it would just kind of mess with my recording and stuff like that, so I'm going to turn it off. But yes, so the first thing I want to take a look at here is if we go to activities. This is pretty cool about this game. You can control everything that people can and cannot do. So if you kind of look here, like you can see on the right side, you can see all their different, what their levels are for their skills and if they'd be a good fit for that role or not. So I'm just going to kind of take a quick look through here and I'll kind of come back once I optimize this a little bit. Alright, so I went through there and I'm sure I'm going to change this a bunch because you just kind of got to keep up to date with it and stuff like that, keep messing with it. But basically I just have them all set to do their own kind of little tasks. Like Emmeline had the exquisite cook trait, so she's going to be the only one that we're going to let cook because we want everyone to eat her dishes because that'll increase their happiness even more. Krista, like she's a genius and she has that genius trait, so we want her to be the only one to research. That way she can proc that genius trait and kind of boost our research progress. And then basically we have people like Rocco, who's we're gonna have him crafting only, and we're gonna have him constructing only as well. And then Jack was our combat specialist, so he's gonna be the main one, hunting. But Emmeline will help a little bit too, I guess we'll have. But I'm sure we'll go through this again, but it's fine for now. We can also, which is pretty cool about this game, we can go to the schedule, and we can kind of influence when we want them to do things. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a sleep block. So we're just going to add like maybe 6 hours of sleep here, and then we'll do like 3 hours of relaxing time, and the rest of the time they can work. We'll try to do 2 hours of relaxing and see if that's fine. I can always change this again in the future as well. So they grabbed us some hay, and Raka's grabbing us some wood over there. So I think the first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to go to camp, and we're going to want to go to shelter, and get a nice shelter down. So this is like basically just like the basic shelter in the game, just to get some cover over their head. And if you hold shift, it lets you place multiple buildings at the same time. So I think we'll put like 3 of them down for now. That sounds pretty good, because we're going to need to get some sleeping spots for them. And we don't want them sleeping out in the elements, because that would make them very upset. So we'll get some sleeping spots down, and we're also going to want some stockpiles. Some basic storage. And I think we're also going to want a campfire. So I will get a scrap metal campfire down. And in the Tame and Train update, which they just added to the game, they added some pretty cool stuff. You can now tame animals and get pets. Get them to do things. You can kind of ranch them once you observe them. So we're definitely going to get into that stuff in this game. It's going to be awesome. And if we look at our crashed spaceship over here, we have a bunch of stuff on the ground. And this is why we're building those stockpiles underneath the shelters over there. Because, see, like, we have these emergency rations on the ground. If I click on them, every single item in this game has a shelf life. And, like, for example, these emergency rations, if they're outside, they only last for 24 days. But if they're under a roof, which those shelters count as a roof, they will last forever. So we definitely want to get all this stuff underneath those shelters as quick as possible. And if we also look over here, we have a laser pistol on the ground. So I think we're going to want to give Jack a laser pistol. So if we click on the survivor and we go to inventory, I can click on his ranged weapon slot and click on the laser pistol, and he will go pick that up now. So now we at least have someone who can defend our little area, just in case any kind of weird alien creatures decide to attack us. Okay, Krista has discovered the buttermelons, which is pretty cool. So we can harvest the buttermelons now, and we can plant them, which are these over here. So if I mark some of these, we can now harvest those up. What's going on over there? What the heck? Oh, those flightless birds are mean. They just freaking ate that big slug thing. They just ate one of those? I would never eat one of those. Those are gross looking. What the heck? No way. Wow, look at them. Simple creatures. They literally just took a walk from our beds to over there, and they all just get some more happiness. That's pretty cool. We put together our first camp as quick as we could. Considering the circumstances, we are not sleeping in the dirt. Yay, let's celebrate. It sounds like a great idea, Raka. Good job. Great idea. What a guy. Okay, and we got our first food. So now if we click on this campfire, I think we can start cooking some stuff. Yeah. So we can make some veggie soup now with the buttermelons. Basically, you can set how you want them to craft. If you just click times, this will just make, say, 5 of them, and then they'll never make it again. If I do until, they will make sure there's always a certain number in our storages. So if somebody, so I'll set it to 8. So if somebody eats 1, basically it'll drop down to 7, and she'll make 1 more to reach that 8 mark, and then forever she'll just keep crafting them over and over again. But we'll have it so there's 8, so that way each person has at least 2 food lying around just waiting for them. We'll do that. And look at our master chef over here getting to work. Nice. And we discovered a silicone deposit. Mining of silicone from silicone deposits. Oh, that was this rock over here. Ah, so that's silicone. Okay, cool. Oh, wait, that's a different rock. Oh, I thought those were the same kind of rocks. That's a different one than that one. So yeah, let me observe that one too. I don't know what that rock is. That's probably some kind of ore, and that was, if that was silicone. All right, that's cool. I think these buttermelons will be very, very important for us. And if you see this little ba-ding, little shining star over here, we can farm stuff. So because we observed the buttermelons, now we can plant them. Where do I want to put the fields? We're definitely going to want to plant a lot of crops. And we're going to want to build a house in this game. And you can build a house with giant walls around it to protect it. But I think the house will probably go over here. That's like the only kind of flat area we have. And you can make it pretty big as well as the walls. So maybe I will put the farming like to the side of the house. If we're going to put the house over here. Yeah, let's do that. We'll just do like an 8x8. That sounds good. Alright, so look at those planted up. I think it'll be Emmeline, because she is one of our highest in farming stats. So if we look at over here, the skills. Yeah, so she's level 3 farming. I think Krista's also level 3. Oh, she's going to plant him. Nice. Oh, look at that. They actually just found another laser pistol. I think Emmeline was our next highest combat stat. Yeah, so she's 3. Oh, these other 2 have 0. Okay. So yeah, we'll give Emmeline that other laser pistol we found. Because yeah, they just found it from scavenging the spaceship debris. Oh no, we got a thunderstorm. Lightning strikes can damage structures and devices, electrocute survivors and animals, or kill plants. Oh, Jesus. Any lightning strike that hits a stockpile or storage device causes significant decay to all resources. Please be nice to us, Mother Nature. Please. Please, please. Oh, look at that. And they're having their little celebration of survival over here. Campfire sitting. Wow. Good job, guys. Watch, one of them's gonna get struck by lightning right now, of course. If we click on a survivor here, we can go to their happiness screen, and we can see everything that's troubling them and everything that is pleasing them. So if we kind of look at all of them, they're doing decent. I mean, the soaking wet we can't really control. This one has 8 on foot, which they don't like. I'm sorry that eating on foot is such a hard thing. You couldn't just sit on a rock and eat. Okay. But I think that's a pretty easy one to fix. Anything else that's trying to trouble these people? Drowsy, annoyed. Yeah, there's not much else we can really fix. But if we go to furniture, we can just make a little table for them. Little table, and we can place a couple chairs around it as well. So that'll at least help them with that 8 on foot kind of thing. Can make them a little happier, which is good. I haven't played this game too much. I really just didn't want to go crazy because I didn't want to spoil anything major. I really just figured out the basics. That was about it, though. But I do know they rearranged this menu in this new update, too, which is pretty cool. So they added a whole separate leisure screen. And we're probably going to want to get one of these shooting targets just to give them something else to do, because we want our people as happy as possible. Like I said, the house is probably going to go over there, so we might as well put the shooting target, like, we'll put it in between where the house is going to go and our little starting area. Yeah, we'll just put it over there. That's fine. And I think we start figuring out what these native wildlife is. Let's start observing some of these bloated insects and these big-horned animals. Oh, wait. Oh, he's dead. Oh. Can we just butcher him? Sure. Yeah, these birds are mean, man. Look at them go. We'll just butcher up all these, I guess. Jesus. Do I even want to mess with these birds? Relatively peaceful. Look at them all. Oh my god, they're just giving me tons of free food. Okay, we'll take it. There's more over here. Is that guy dead? Yeah. Okay, thanks. Oh, that guy just, like, poisoned him or something. Did you see that? He just, like, squirted out some grossness. Oh, and he's dead. Alright. These birds are eating all our food. No. Wake up, everybody. Go butcher all those before they start eating all our food. I'm gonna... You know what? So if you click on a survivor, you can click this draft button, which lets you fully kind of control them. You can't, like, make them work at a certain spot or anything like that, but you can move them around, as well as set them to attack. So we'll set Jack to attack one of these. Oh, they're both attacking us. Oh, get messed up. Oh, get messed up. Attack this guy. Attack the guy standing right in front of you, Jack. What are you doing? Oh, Jack's injured. Oh, no. Alright, kill the animal. What are you doing, Jack? Why are you not shooting him with your gun? He's like sitting here stabbing him. What the heck? Kill him. Alright, now get that guy. Oh, there we go. Alright, well, those insects helped us out a little bit. So now if we undraft Jack, he is injured. So he is going to go lay down in bed and wait for treatment. And I don't know who we're going to get to heal him, because literally our next best healing stat is Emmeline, I think. She has 1. Woo! Yeah, I guess we'll have to get Emmeline to heal him. That's not great. But on the bright side, we're going to have plenty of food. Oh, yeah, actually, let me do this before I forget. If you click on a survivor, you can go to this restrictions button right here, and you can make it so they can and cannot eat all these certain things. So we don't want them to eat any raw foods, because we want them to eat Emmeline's beautiful cooked meals. And cooked meals, if we go to other, we don't want them to eat the emergency rations as well, because those have an indefinite shelf life. So we're going to want to keep them just for emergencies, and we'll just have them eat the veggie soup while they can, the buttermelon veggie soup. If you click this button right here, copy, you can just click on your other survivors and paste. So it'll paste all those same restrictions. So you don't have to go through and do it all again. Our storage is already full as well, so I think I'm going to build another one of these right here, and we'll get another stockpile. I don't know if I can put a storage stockpile like in this spot right here. No, I can't, because it blocks access to that back one. It's kind of a pain in the butt, but you have to lay them out like this, so that way they can still reach everything. Look at Rocket go. Our master builder. Constructing so fast. That's amazing. What the heck? Alright, and Emmeline is healing Jack. And look at that. Infection mild, mistreatment. That's what happens when you have a bad healer. They can actually hurt survivors pretty bad. And he has an illness now. Infection mild requires healing bomb. I don't even know what the heck that is. Ay, caramba. Well, on that note, I think it's time that we do some research, maybe? So we can put down a research desk, which we'll stick down over there. Once I get to work on that, maybe we can research some stuff to help Jack out. Oh, is Emmeline... Oh, wait, I think we had one. Alright, because our spaceship did have some first aid kits. So did the healing bomb have a... Or did the first aid kit have a healing bomb in it? Ooh, I hope so. Okay, it did. He still has... Oh, this is just what he had. Jack just had this disease already. Okay, Jack's back up and running. Nice, that's awesome. What is that guy over there? That guy looks crazy. Seems relatively peaceful. Yeah, right, he's like armored with horns. Think I'm messing with you? Hell no. What the hell? That's crazy. Okay, and we do have meat now. So we can make some meat soup with all that insect meat and all that stuff we just got. So we'll do the same things we did before. We'll just set it to so that we always have at least 8. So now they'll have plenty of different foods to eat as well, which the survivors do love that. The more food they have, the better. And actually, I will set these to 4 of each. That's what I'll do. And we discovered the fruit bush. Harvesting of bush fruits and planting of bush fruits. That's pretty freaking cool. We're definitely going to want some of those eventually. And we also discovered the small broadleaf tree, which lets us plant trees now. Okay, that's pretty cool as well. And look at that. They did build the research desk as well. So let's check out our research. What have we got here? We got some cool stuff. Pickling. Can preserve veggies. That's pretty sweet. Can refine metal. We can do power stuff. I don't think we need that yet. Tailoring is how you like craft armor and stuff like that. Weaponsmithing to make weapons. Probably want that one. Animal taming, lightning rods, musical instruments, houses, hay cloth. Oh, that sounds good. These are like our breakthrough techs, which are like the really cool, important ones. Which I think is kind of world specific, I think is how that works. But the hay cloth, we can make cloth from hay. That's pretty sweet. And sleep training. What does this do? There are a number of well-known practices to shorten one's sleep cycle. They must be adapted to alien environments, though. Okay. So it'll survivors will need less sleep time to fully rest. That sounds freaking amazing. We're gonna want to research that one sooner than later, but it does take 5 days, which is crazy. And I think we do weapons first to get our survivors nice and armed to protect themselves. Maybe pickling next to get some of our buttermelons stored up and so they don't decay as quick. That sounds smart. The only thing this game is missing, I would say, is like a prioritize button. Like you can queue up a bunch of different things that they need to do, but I wish there was like something where like if I want Krista just to research now, I could just click this and like a button right here that says prioritize, like so that way they work on it now instead of doing all the other things I had queued up first. Because if not, you have to like you could like unselect things, like make them not observe or not do this or not do that, so that way they focus on what you want them to do. But yeah, that'd be cool if you could just do like prioritize. And as well as like this stuff over here is just sitting on the ground and I cannot like they won't come pick it up. I don't know why they won't come pick it up because we have storage room. But I wish I could just like highlight it and say like pick this up. You know what I mean? Aww. It's the mama and the baby big horned animal. They were just chilling by the water together. That was so cute. Aww. Look at this little baby. Look how cute he is. What the hell? Oh, he's so cute. Unlike this big slugma over here. Look at this ugly guy. Ugh, look at him like slinking along. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, and we discovered the Ulfin. Oh, these are the big horned animals. Okay. So now we can tame them, if researched. And we can make an Ulfin statue. I don't know what the hell that does. That's something new. But now if we click on the Ulfin, we can see what they give us. So they give us raw red meat. They give us hides. To tame them, we would need berries and a farming stat of 3. Okay. Can be trained, no. Oh, like, I think like that's like domesticated. So we can farm them and like ranch them like cows or something, but we can't train them like a dog and like domesticate them. Species perks, manure producer, drops useful waste once per day. Okay. That's pretty cool. Yeah, this new update's gonna be sweet. We can freaking farm animals. We can have pets and farm animals. That's awesome. Because before there was only crops. Really, there's only crops for food. But now we can make animals as well. And the Ulfin statue is just a decoration? Doesn't do anything? Okay, nice. Because like these other ones you can use for relaxation. See it right there at the bottom, but this one does not. That's alright. Oh, look at that. And Krista did research weaponsmithing. So we can make bows, crossbows, and spears, which are crafted on a workbench. I think if we go to production, yeah, we can make a workbench. We'll just make a wooden one, save our scrap metal. I'll just put it over there. Sounds good. And we researched pickling as well. So that unlocked the fermentation barrels. So we can pickle veggies in the wooden fermentation barrel. Nice. Yeah, so I think I'll just put some of these behind the house. Do we want a lot of them? Yeah, we want a good bit. And insufficient materials, which means we need more wood. So I'll cut down some more broadleaf trees. And I'll get those built up as well. Let's just keep observing things. We got another plant over here, which suspiciously looks like corn. Even though it's called the tall leafy plant. Okay, makes sense. So we'll research that, observe that. And I did also observe these ore deposits earlier. So that is ore, which we can probably smelt down and we can use. That'll be nice. Okay, and then same thing with the campfire. We can set recipes just like that in the wooden workbench. So if we go to craft weapons, I want everyone to have a nice melee weapon. So I'll make them all spears. And we don't need them to make like a bunch of them. So we just want them to make one for each. So I'll just do 4 times. That's it. We're not going to do like the until. Krista did finish all of the research. So now we can queue up something else here. What do we think we're going to need? I really want this sleep training one. That'll just let them work a lot better and a lot longer. Oh, that's a pretty good idea, I think. This animal taming, we also probably going to want. Now, I'm going to do the animal taming, and then we'll do the sleep training. That's going to take forever, the sleep training. That's okay. But if we do the animal taming first, maybe we can get some of these Ulfin friends nice and tamed up first. We'll see. Alright, and Raka has finished a couple of the fermentation barrels, so I think we can start pickling some veggies. Yeah, we can. So let's just make like a ton of these, because they should probably have a pretty high shelf life. So I'll just set it to make like until 30 of each. And all of these? It sounds good. And to fill those up, we're actually going to have to harvest more of these as well. I don't think we have enough in storage to fill those up. If we click on our survivors and look at their happiness, they have nothing troubling them. Oh, he's just a gloomy guy, so he's a little less happy just because that's who he is. But nothing else that we can really influence. I think Jack's just in a little pain because he has some kind of chronic disease. Yeah. He just has a disease over here, which, yeah, it's fine. He'll be fine. He'll survive. So he'll just always have a little more pain, a little less health. That's okay. Alright, and we researched the grain cob. Which one's that? Oh, that's the corn on the cob, you mean? So we can harvest and plant the grain cob now. It's corn. I don't know what the heck you guys are talking about.
It's corn!
It's not a grain, it's corn. But I think that sounds important. Grain? I mean, that's pretty important in our society. So maybe a little grain cob field over here? Get another 8x8 going? Sure. Oh, and they researched animal taming. Yay, alright. Unlocks taming of observed species. Animal sheds, animal feeders, animal sleeping spots. Okay. That all in here? Oh, wow. Okay. What does this animal shed look like? I haven't even seen this yet. This is literally my first time seeing it. Oh, it literally just looks like the shelters. Okay. That's pretty cool. Our fields are going to go here. So, animals. Where else are we going to put our animals? Maybe on this side? Over here? Yeah. Kind of want to keep the farms together, though. Do I need to build, like, a wall for them? Or are they just kind of chill there? So yeah, we'll just put our little animal area over here. And I'm not sure what we're going to need, so we'll just get this up and running first. And then we'll kind of see what else we need. Oh, and they made our first spear. So, I know these two are combat specialists, but I kind of want to get everybody armed first. And these two already have guns, so I'll give Christo a spear, and then I'll give Raka a spear once he gets his other spear crafted. Okay, and they have made the stick animal shed. Roof space for small, medium, and large animals. Does it say what kind of animals these count as? Body size large. And he's male. Female. Mature. Alright, so if I put down some of these large animal spots. Yeah. Is that what we want? And we're going to need like a feeder, I think. So we'll just put down a feeder as well. What is going on here? Oops. Oh, I guess it's going there. Didn't mean to place set. That's fine. Let's see. Can we tame him after this? Alright, and discovery of the cloth blossom. Harvesting of cloth, planting of cloth. Wow, I cannot say that. Cloth blossom. I think cloth is pretty freaking important in this game. So let's harvest up some of those. And we might as well plant them as well, because like I said, I think they are pretty important. Get another little field over here. Oh, that's the wrong size. That's going to drive me crazy. Can't be doing that. We need the right size. We want them all to look nice and uniform. Keep the alchemist brain happy. So we just keep running out of storage space, so I'm just going to stick some back here. But what you can do is you can click on one, and you can set the restrictions. So we can set what we can and cannot have inside of these. So if we just get rid of like anything that's really perishable, like foods and stuff like that, and weapons and apparel, medicines. So basically all they're going to store back here is construction materials, like wood and stuff like that. And everything else they can put inside of the underneath part, which is the more perishable kind of stuff. And we will deselect the construction materials from being able to be stored in here. So all those will be stored outside instead, which is good. And I think now that we have cloth, which Jack is transporting back, we can craft some bandages. Yeah, we can make some nice bandages now. So we'll just get we'll just make it so that there's always 4 of them in stock, just in case anybody gets hurt. We'll have a bandage for them ready to go. Just so we don't use up our first aid kits if we can help it. Oh, what's that? Disease sleep parasite? An unknown parasite has caused me fatigue and drowsiness. For now, there's no cure, but a skilled healer may be able to think of something. A skilled healer that we don't have. Oh, what do we do? What does that even do? Are you okay, Krista? Whole body sleep parasite. Rest from full sleep cycle. Minus 10%. Increases the need for sleep. I mean, it could be worse things. Honestly, they'll just be a little less productive during the days and stuff like that because they get to sleep more, but still pretty annoying. Still is pretty annoying. I don't know how to cure that, so we're going to have to see, I guess. And Raka has finished our little animal pen over here. So if I click on the wooden animal feeder, I can select and deselect what kind of foods they're going to eat. And we don't want them to eat hay, because that's pretty important. And we don't want them to eat buttermelons. And I'm pretty sure these are herbivores, the olphins. Yeah, they're herbivores. So yeah, we can just have them eat the berries. The bush fruit berries. That'll be sweet. And slop? What the heck is that? Happiness effect minus 10. Yeah, I don't want them to eat slop. They can just eat the berries. That'll be good. But I think we can start taming them now. So if I just click tame on them, what are they going to do? Where's the other one? There's like a bait. Oh, yeah, right there. Tame you as well. So that's a male and a female. So we'll have one of each. So they can breed as well. That's cool. And now that we have cloth, I can make a dartboard. That'll give them something else to do. Just stick it in there. Anything we can possibly do to keep our people nice and happy. Oh, Emmeline's taming him. She put some berries down on the ground. He's eating them. Aww. Taming succeeded. Did he just die? Oh, I thought he died. What? I really thought he just died. Okay. So we tamed him. What do we do? Forbid survivors to pet this animal. Heal. Forbid survivors to heal this animal. What does he do now? Can I make him, like, assign owner? Ulfin. Assign owner. Ulfin. So, are you gonna live over there now? If anybody wants to suggest some names for our nice 2 animal friends we're gonna have over here, leave them down in the comments down below, and I will gladly rename those for you. Oh, okay. So let me pause really quick, because he did just make the last spear, so we'll give that to him. But we do have some aggressive animals here. That's not great. Okay, so the aggressive animals are all the way over here behind. And the thing is, we kind of want to launch a counterattack, because I think if they just sit here, they will eventually attack us. But we kind of want to attack them first. And I'm just kind of struggling here because I don't know who we should send, because our 2 best combat specialists are also our 2 highest healing stats. This is not great. This is not great at all here. I mean, I think we just select them all, I guess. So yeah, if you just shift click, so I think we just select them all, I guess. So we'll just do that, and we'll draft everybody up here. And we're going to send them all to attack. And we're just going to hope that at least one person is uninjured, and we should be fine. You know what, actually? Maybe I should leave one of them behind. Just in case. Like, we don't want everybody. We'll leave, like, Krista behind, I guess. And then we'll draft up the rest. Yeah, I guess this sounds right. They should be able to take down these, I hope. There's a lot of them. 24. Look at them all. A ton of little bugs over there. I think if we play this smart, though, we can kind of cheese them a little bit.
Cheese.
If I just slowly move them up until I get some of them in their range. Yeah, there we go. We just got like one at a time. Oh, there's a bunch. Okay. Take those out quick, guys. Take those out quick. Don't let them get to you. Come on. Don't let them bite you. Just freaking shoot them. Why are they like meleeing them? Shoot them. Okay. That was alright. I think Jack's hurt. There we go. We're shooting him. It's like, why are all those guys mad over there? Oh, no. Oh, it's the final stand. We're gonna have to see. Oh, they're doing pretty good. Oh, they're doing pretty good. Definitely have some injured people, which is not great. Are they all dead? Oh, there's one more. Go get him. Go, go, go. Take him out, quick. Take him out. Alright, he's dead. Alright, undraft these. Who's injured? Raka and Jack is injured. So, if they're injured, what they're going to do is they're going to lay down in these beds and we'll wait until someone treats them with our meds that we have here. Which we only have first aid kits that we're going to waste. That's not great. But okay. Emmeline. There we go. She was like cooking food. I'm like, why are you not healing your friends? Please heal them first. Alright, that was not too bad, I don't think. I think that could have been a lot worse than it was. They're both just bleeding, a bunch of bites, spitting off flesh. Sounds amazing. Yep, love that. Alright, same with Rocket too. So it's nothing like too life-threatening, I don't think, at least. So she should be able to heal them up, which is good. I guess Emmeline's gonna be our healer. I mean, she keeps leveling up. And she's level 3, which is pretty good, I think. I hope. We'll see. Yeah, we're definitely gonna want Rocket to craft these bandages, man. Once you get up, sir, you gotta start crafting. So we'll deselect a couple more things how he crafts instead. Alright, and everyone is fine. They've healed up everybody, but we're getting low on meds. We're definitely gonna want some more of those. And I was looking at this research screen too, which she's almost done with this sleep train. Freaking finally! Jesus, it's been taking forever. But it'll be worth it once it's done. But I did see these antibiotics here. Those sound useful. I don't really know exactly what they do, but it lets us make, it looks like, grain into antibiotics in the fermentation barrel. So we're gonna research those next, 100%, because we need more meds of any kind. All we have is 3 first aid kits, and we're about to make some bandies, but he's still taking forever to do that. Actually, I'll set these to the top, so he does them now. Oh, look at that! Our elfin friend is over here, and Jack was just petting him. Nice. Oh, and that gives him more well-being. Okay, that's good. So it's really good to have animals then. Nice. Oh, look at him. He's so cute. He's so cute. Man's best friend. Giant horned beast. Alright, things are happening everywhere. Look at that. So we have our first bandies being made, which is really good. So we're starting to get a little bit more meds. They tamed our second elfin, so now we have the male and the female, which is awesome. So she should probably go in her little pen eventually. Go over there with their friend. And we have pickled veggies. The first veggies have been made. Nice. And our stock limit is reached. But they can eat those now, I think, as well. Let me make sure the restrictions aren't set all weird. Oh, so I thought they could just eat the veggies. But no, they just pickle them. I see. And then she can cook with the pickled veggies. Okay. Because, yeah, I don't think they can just eat the pickled veggies as is. Because if you click on one of the survivors, there's nothing in the restriction screen that says anything about it. Oh, wait. Never mind, I lied. So I guess we'll let them be able to eat pickled veggies. That's fine. And we did get cloth. So now we can make bows, too, actually. So I'll make 2 more bows for our 2 survivors that don't have ranged weapons yet. And once we finish these 2 more spears, Jack and Emmeline will have melee weapons, and then we'll have all our survivors fully kitted out, which is pretty cool. Oh! What the hell, man? This guy's eating our food. This is for these guys. Don't eat our food. Oh! Can I hunt him? Jack, get over here. Kill this man. Yeah, get out of here, jerk. Don't touch our food. That's what you get. That's what you get. Trying to eat our food. It's made for our elfin friends over here. What the heck? Alright, everyone. I think it's a great spot to end the episode. We made a ton of progress today. Got our first little pets tamed over here. Got a bunch of crops planted. Got our basic survival needs all sorted out. But don't forget, do all the normal YouTube stuff. Like, comment, subscribe. And thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye!